Barbie, bitch, if you still in doubt. And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10.
Hey y'all, you're watching another episode of Daily Dose of Nisa. And on today's episode, we're gonna be doing a girl talk, period. So I had asked y'all on my TikTok like what type of sit down videos y'all would want to see from me, and a lot of y'all said girl talk. So I said if it's a girl talk that y'all want, it's a girl talk that y'all gonna get. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing my makeup while I do this little girl talk. So yeah, basically I want to make this video just because I know there are a lot of girls out there who have not really had this conversation or don't have anyone to give them this type of conversation. They don't have a big sister, or they're not comfortable having these type of conversations with the people in their lives, or they don't have anyone who they can go to, and they're just going to like unuseful resources that's not really helping them. So this is just some advice that I feel like some girls need to know, because they aren't told, they aren't taught, or they just don't have anyone to talk to about these things. And I feel like I just want to be able, like, if this video could be able to help someone out, or give them advice, or look for an answer that they've been searching for, that's kind of what this video is all about. So yeah, for all girls in general, like from tweens to college students, like this is really just for like girls. This is just the girl talk for the girls. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, sister, cousin, auntie, all that, and make sure to show post notification bells on so you never miss a video when I upload, period. Let's get into this girl talk. A couple questions that y'all had asked, or not even just questions but general topics that y'all have asked me to share on. And I'm sorry for the noise in the background. The noise is the air conditioner, because on the floor, because I live like, it's like so I'm on the top floor, so therefore the air, because we have central air, so the air doesn't really circulate that much up here, so it's very hot. So I put that air conditioner up there, and if I turn it off, it will get to a desert within seconds. Like when I say it's unlivable if that air conditioner is not on. So therefore I'm sorry that y'all have to hear that noise, but yeah. Also, I put on this cute little, for our girl talk, I got this, bro, I'm missing my necklace, but I lost it. But I really need to find that necklace, because I just feel so bare without my necklace. I feel it, like, do y'all feel me, like when y'all don't have like y'all signature piece? Like I just feel so bare without it. But I got this cute little girly shirt from, like, I don't really remember where I got it from, but it's so cute and I literally love it. Like, the first topic that somebody commented was feminine hygiene, and how to, this also goes with another one with how to smell fresh. Like, somebody had made a comment asking like to talk about how you stay fresh all day, smelling good, and things like that, which also goes with feminine hygiene. So I might as well talk about both at the same time. When it comes to feminine hygiene, you really have to do what works for your body, because everybody's body is different. Like, some things that work for some people don't work for everybody. But when it comes to hygiene, I would say like, make sure you have a routine. Make sure you have a routine so your body knows like what to expect, because if once you get off of that routine, your body like starts to act a little wonky, and only you know your body. So yeah. Also, for shower tips, I would say use a bar soap that is, you don't want to be like, how do I word it? Use a bar soap first for like your first cleanse, and then what I do, I'm just gonna say what I do. So first I cleanse with the Gold Dial bar soap for my first cleanse, and then I go in with like a body wash. Like, I use the Native, I either use Native or Method Body. for my body washes, and then you can exfoliate. I don't exfoliate every day, but I do have my certain days where I exfoliate. Yeah, so yeah, I've heard of so many people not knowing that they aren't supposed to put scented things on there, and you should not be putting anything scented down there. Like, only thing that, first of all, it cleans itself, first of all. For two, scented things should not be going down there. For one, scented things should not go on your face or your down there at all. The only thing that should be going down there is water in a pH based wash, or sensitive, unfragranced anything. That's the only things that I would say to go down there. I'm gonna put on this Fenty Heat. Lip plumper. The LASH Power Grip Primer. I want to say self-love is definitely a big thing. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect anybody to love you? Or how can you expect someone to love you or to trust with yourself if you don't even, you know, you have to love you first before you can put your energy into loving someone else. And that's a really, really big thing that a lot of people don't realize. You have to love yourself first before you can convert your energy to loving somebody else. With self-love, you should be prioritizing yourself as well. Taking time for your mental health and taking time for you is the best thing you can do sometimes, because you come first and you should be putting yourself first anyway. So yeah. The next thing I want to get into is periods. Every girl is going to end up getting one eventually. I ended up getting mine my 7th grade year in middle school, and honestly I wasn't really embarrassed, because it's not something that you should be embarrassed about. It's something that's going to happen eventually, and you just got to know how to be prepared with it. You just have to know how to be prepared for it and what to expect. So I just feel like the more you know about it, the more you research about it, then it becomes less scary, and it is a part of life. And yeah, so basically there was this whole debate, like for people who didn't really know what to use, and they were saying, oh, they don't know if they should use pads or tampons. Basically, what I would say is do what's comfortable for you. I personally don't wear tampons because I just, like, I've never put a tampon on, and I probably never will. Well, I can't really say never because I've never done it before, but I never have. And I just feel like I would rather, for your first time, I would definitely recommend pads, because yeah. So I'm more of a pad girly. If y'all need a demonstration on how to put them on, how to insert, or how to lay the, you know, lay it open, then let me know. I'll help you out. I'll personally reach out to me, and I'll personally make a video. But I'm sure there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube and things like that. Let's talk about losing the big V card. So yeah, I'm gonna just be very upfront with y'all. I lost mine at a very young age. I'm not gonna say I regret it, because I don't regret my decisions in life, because they make me who I am today. But I would definitely say wait until you're ready, because if you're not ready, you're gonna end up regretting it, or feeling some type of way, or doing something that you don't really want to do. First of all, don't let nobody pressure you to do anything that you don't want to do, because it's your body and you don't have to. Because a lot of boys have this mindset where they could just convince you to do anything. You don't have to do what that boy say. You really don't. And if he's convincing you to do something that you don't want to do, then he's really not for you, and you need to ditch him. You need to ditch him and find somebody who will respect your wishes. Because if you're not ready, you're not ready, and that's that. You don't have to be ready. But yeah, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be ready. That goes into the next topic with body count. A lot of people sit there, and when they talk about, like, when a lot of people talk about body count, as you get older, I feel like a lot of people don't really care about that. It's really a young mindset thing that people use to get to you, like, ask you, like I just feel like if a boy's asking that, like, I don't know, that's weird to me. Like, and most of the times it be the boys who have the highest. Like, I was watching this, like, this public interview, and the guy had asked, like, oh, what's your body count? And the girl said, like, 2, and he just, like, walked away, when the whole time he had 20. And I'm just like, how are you offended? First of all, you should never be ashamed. Don't let anybody shame you into thinking anything about yourself and make you feel less than, because no, we don't shame or judge around here. Second of all, that does not mean that you should be out here letting anybody, because first of all, STDs are at an all-time high. You don't know what anybody got unless y'all are both getting tested. So yeah, you don't want to be sleeping with somebody who's sleeping with them and them and them and them, because that's not okay. Make sure you and your partner are, you know. But yeah, so my biggest tip for that is, I don't feel like you know when you're ready, because it kind of just happened for me. I kind of knew that I was going to. Like, if y'all want a story time, like, because honestly, the story of how it happened is actually pretty crazy, because I actually low-key planned it out myself, because I wanted it to be done on my terms. So even though it was young, I still wanted it done on my terms. But also, don't believe the hype. If you can refrain from, then do so, because you're not missing out on anything. That, and also your friends should not be the reason why you want to do something like that in the first place. Your friends should not be dictating if that's why you want to do it, because if they're like pressuring you into doing that, then that's really not your real friends. And secondly, I want to talk about friends anyway, because there's a lot of friends, well, friends, I know y'all heard that saying that everybody is not your friend. That is really real, because everybody is not your friend at the end of the day, and you have to learn that the hard way, or you're gonna get hurt. Because that just goes with having a kind heart. Like me, I have a very kind heart, I've realized, and I let a lot of things slide, or I try to be like the nice person, the bigger person, all of that, when in reality, that's a lot of people who I should not have been that nice to, because people take that for granted sometimes, or sometimes they'll use that against you, which is very dumb. Because why are you, like, were you not loved? Like, why are you taking my niceness and doing that with it? Which is what some people really will do. Some people really will do. Some people really are like that. But not everybody is your friend, especially the girls. The girls are very petty. Like, and I've learned this from my personal experience, that girls are very, 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 very petty, and boys are childish. And this does not go for every single boy and girl, but like most times in my experience. Toxic friendships, I feel like, are worse than toxic relationships. Like, if your friend is just constantly trying to be toxic, constantly trying to get you in drama, constantly doing stuff to make you go on a downfall, then that's not your friend. And you have to learn that the hard way, because it's a lot of friends who don't really be your friend for real. Like, make sure that you have genuine friends, and you'll know a genuine friend. You'll know the difference. Like, quickly you'll learn the difference between a genuine friend and a friend who not genuine real soon. Like, it's very quick to learn it, but you're gonna have to learn it, like, eventually, because the way these people be carrying on around here, it's not okay. Try your best to keep your circle small, not super small to the point where you don't like I'm not saying you have to have a small circle, but at the same time, set boundaries within people, because like I said, everybody's not your friend. Co-workers, you can have colleagues, you can have classmates, but those same people are not always your friend, is what I'm trying to say. So keeping your circle small and knowing who's around you is the best advice I would give, because I've learned the hard way, because I have a very nice like outlook on life, and I try to give people the benefit of doubt a lot of times, but they always end up showing me why I shouldn't do that. So that's why I keep my circle very small. I can count all my friends on my hands. And if you don't have friends, that's okay too. I would say don't rush to be in a relationship, because I know that's a thing amongst the young. They see people on the internet and think, oh, this is relationship goals, like I want to be in a relationship, but they really don't see the outside part of that relationship, and they just see, like, they only see the good parts, and they think that, oh, I want to be in a relationship, I want to be in a relationship, I want to be in a relationship, but they don't take into consideration of how some of these relationships actually be off camera. Like, I see a lot of people like idolize like celebrity relationships and things like that, but it's like y'all not seeing how those people act off of camera. So, and then when y'all find out, y'all be devastated. Like, y'all be so devastated when y'all find out that y'all favorite celebrity relationships break up. You should not be idolizing celebrity relationships, in my opinion. I just don't see that being something that needs to happen. Toxic relationships, if you're with somebody who's constantly being toxic, constantly downplaying, constantly being childish, not appreciating you, then they gotta go. You should be with somebody who's willing to love you. I'm not saying you have to do everything that y'all see people doing, but if that person is not treating you like the queen you are, then they need to go. They need to go. If that person's make you feel less than, they need to go. They're not helping you. They're not like doing anything for you. And I'm not saying that the person has to do everything in the world for you, but like, if they're not benefiting you or loving you or playing a role, being compassionate, doing anything why are they there? That's just more stress. Or if they're being stressed, like causing you stress or anything like that, then they don't need to be there. And that's okay. That's okay. Some people don't like there's people in this world that I've met. Like, I've met some people who literally physically can't be single. I honestly feel like that's such a bad thing. Like, you should be able to enjoy yourself too. I kind of already talked about sexual pressure, but I just feel like among teens, because I've seen it firsthand myself, among teens there is a lot of sexual pressure for teens to be indulging in, you know, the do. And I just feel like you don't have to do something just because somebody is telling you that you have to do something. You should not feel like that. And if you feel like you're being pressured, then you should try to leave. Like, if you can, leave immediately, because that's not a situation you want to see the outcome of. Because no. For my girls stepping into adulthood, I just want to say I struggle with this a little bit, and it was finding like a balance, because I noticed that I was gaining weight, right? And you know, I had to sit back and realize, like, you're no longer a child. Like, this is for my girls stepping into adulthood, but they're at adulthood's door. That's like becoming an adult, but you know what I mean, like. But yeah, so this is for my older girls. So like, you know how like I would look at pictures. I'm gonna just tell y'all my experience with this topic. I would look at pictures, but I was a bit active as a child. You know, I did cheer, I did soccer, I did a lot of activities, dancing. Like, I did a lot of activities. So I would be looking at pictures of my body from like junior year of high school or like 9th grade and things like that, and I'll just be like, oh my god, I was so skinny. Like, I was so skinny. I was actually pretty slim. And then I look at myself now and try to compare that, but that's really a unhealthy like thing to do, because I have to realize for myself that you're no longer a child. You're comparing your body, your grown woman body, which you're developing. You're developing your grown woman body, and you're comparing it to your high school self when you were like 14, 15, 16. Why are you doing that? That's nothing. Like, and that's kind of what a lot of, like, I just had to like remember that for myself, because it's like, you can't really compare. Like, you're stepping into your grown woman body and you're trying to embrace it instead of comparing it to a child's body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that doesn't sound too like weird, but basically that's just how I was feeling at one point, and I kind of just wanted to throw that into this little girl conversation just to see if anybody else was feeling that way. And that's just basically how I thought about it, and how I tried to like reassure myself, basically, that, yeah, basically reassuring myself that as you get older, things change, and that's okay. Embracing change is not always a bad thing. And yeah, so yeah. And that's a lot. That also has a lot to do with like the media anyway, because like the media is so perverted. I feel like that's pretty much all the topics and questions that I hope I answered everyone's question. But I don't feel like putting on lashes or clusters today, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara on just to complete the look. like I touched base on. I really hope I got to answer everyone's questions that they sent me. If not, feel free to comment some more questions that you have or you want to be answered, and if you would like me to do a part 2, don't forget to comment that down below, because I definitely will if that's what you guys want. Also comment down your best piece of advice that you liked from this video. Without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Girl Talk with Daily Dose of Nisa. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure that your post notification bell is on so that you never miss a video when I upload. Period. Bye, y'all.